Or
the road.
just,
Getting out of my car.
you know what they say though about the road? It's long. It's hard. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
I thought you were going with the old fastball song. Cause the road that they walk on is paved in
stone.
No, gold.
It's always summer. They're always at home. Is that how it goes?
No. It's always summer. They never will bone.
No. It's always summer. They'll never phone home.
No, I think it's get cold.
Old people are always cold, though. They're always going to get cold. Well, anyway. Welcome back to the Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's Adam. It's Matt. We're decaying with the boys, and we've been doing this for over a year. So Seinfeld hooked you for being a show about nothing. So let Jake and the Dingus be the podcast about nothing. The two hosts bring hilarious banter, great interviews, intriguing guests, and the right dosage of distraction from the craziness of your everyday routine. Jake and the Dingus can be found on Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Give them a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Jake Dingus Show, but make sure you tell them that the boys sent you. Adam, we're finally back in the Jojitorium. It's just me and you, though.
Hey,
There's room for us to...
raw emotion.
Just raw emotion, just me and you. This animal magnetism that we've had.
Sick game of hide and seek in part number 2 this week, hopefully.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I want to know, man. We don't even have to ask each other this often, but what have you been up to?
I've been running around doing stuff for the homebrew club mostly.
Okay.
This week. So much so that I broke my phone before I had any beers that day, and it's been a hectic week.
That feels like an Xbox achievement. Broke your phone before beers.
Yeah, broke my phone. Went to 8 breweries this week, all on school nights. Yeah, not my. I don't feel great.
I'm not well.
I don't feel good about myself.
Well, speaking of not feeling well, I was sick Sunday because I didn't come over for Revolution, and then Monday completely tapped out. Not COVID. I don't know what the hell it is, but I'm just hurt. But I'm good today. I've been taking my vitamins and saying my prayers like Hulk Hogan told me, and I feel better. So I'm glad that I can finally get up some energy, and I've been of course, writing diligently for this show and bringing you what you want to hear and see. That's why we're here. For you.
Creepy whispering. Great.
We're back in the
Super
saddle.
dramatic.
Yeah. You know what else is dramatic? First round beers. It's a first round. You brought beers, put them together. Call it first round beers. What we got?
We got, my phone just went off. We got Most Dope from Allegheny City. It is their hazy IPA, award winning. I believe they won an award for this beer, 2016, 2017,
Okay.
maybe. Back when they first opened. This one's clocking in at 5.4%, if I didn't say that already. And it features Galaxy and Strata hops.
Okay. So it's nice and even and smooth, and I think got myself my own can.
Really full.
If you want to go to Allegheny City, all you have to do is just search them out on all social media. It's Allegheny Brewing on all social media, and they have their own website, of course. You can see what's on tap over there, and they have food trucks and everything too. So
they have food trucks quite often, and they're on the North Shore, but they have a parking lot right next to them, so it's easy to park for anybody that's concerned about that.
Is it a tricky parking lot like Hitchhiker, or is it
No, it's a straightforward.
Oh, we love Hitchhiker, but that parking lot is a parking lot of doom. Because all I want to do is park next to the place I want to go, and there's just old ladies in windows waiting.
Yeah, that's the a-holes across the street that fucked that up for them.
Yeah, that's it. Park there, motherfucker. Find out what happens.
I just got new binoculars. You're going down, bud.
So go ahead and take your first sip, Adam, and let's see what you think. And I'll be drinking from Adam's wonderful Boondocks glass that he gives me all the time.
I got me a Dogfish Head glass.
So go ahead, talk about it.
So it comes through like it should. It's kind of a lighter hazy, so you don't get too much of that kind of like pillowy haze feel, but it still has a good mouthfeel. The hops are great. Color's great. Good aroma from what. Yeah, I smelled that when I cracked the can.
Yeah.
So it's all good. It's just not as thick, and that goes a lot towards that lower ABV.
Yeah.
So
And it's there's more of a fruitiness to it. I'm getting more of that, which is I like that in a hazy. And you're right, the lower ABV takes away from the thickness that a New England would usually bring, but that's okay because sometimes I just want a tasty hazy, and I don't want it to come with the migraines the next day. And this definitely accomplishes that, and it's danky.
This is one of my favorites from Allegheny City, and one of my favorite hazes in the city as well.
Yeah, really good, really good.
Go down there and check them out. They do all the styles pretty much. And they're all good.
I had a little bit of everything from them.
Yeah.
Their lagers are good.
Their lagers are great.
Really,
Their
really cool.
stouts and porters are good.
Because now if you like craft beer and all of a sudden you say you like lagers, you're like the new wave of people that like garage beers.
Yeah, well, you're like hip now.
I know, which is so dumb. I've always liked lagers. You're in Pennsylvania. Who doesn't like lagers? We've been drinking Yingling since you were 21, since I was like 16.
All them Gen Zers, that's who.
Ah, dear Lord, put it in a paper bag. So, Adam, while we sip on this wonderful beer here, we're going to go through our Bets of Doom, AEW Revolution recap. So, off the rip, can we agree on one thing? I'm good at UFC predictions.
You beat me once.
Yeah, and then we tied a bunch of times.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so I'm good at it.
Yeah, you're pretty good at it.
Yeah. I can't.
Or I'm bad at it, and you're just as bad as I am.
No,
one of the two.
I'm really good at it. But scripted combat for some reason I can't seem to get right because I lost this Bets of Doom again for pro wrestling. I can't seem to pick right when it comes to scripted combat.
You got to get more of that redneck side out. Maybe you'll do better. I watched NASCAR before we picked last week.
Did you really? I was like, "That's how you did it."
I got my Hams hat on and my flannel on. That's how I did it.
Yeah, and then you got your Amiga the Devil.
Yeah.
That's country as fuck. So, Adam, this was a great card, and I'm pretty sure my punishment will come sooner rather than later. Maybe not today, since this is our pod-iversary, so I think we're taking it easy on each other.
Yeah, I don't have anything planned for you today.
That's right, because you went to 8 breweries this week. So this was a great card. I think running through it pretty quick to see some of the highlights is a good idea. Something that AEW is doing that WWE isn't doing as much anymore. They're actually having a good buy-in. So there were 2 matches in the buy-in here. Layla Hirsch taking on Chris Statlander in a women's singles match. So this was a rivalry that's kind of been brewing up a little bit on AEW Dark and on Dynamite and a little bit on Rampage. That was a great showing by both women. High energy, some botches here and there. But I still think that plays to, they're both still relatively young to primetime wrestling.
Layla Hirsch really is, yeah.
Yeah, but I thought Layla Hirsch impressed me a lot with her strength.
Yeah.
And then when she went to more like shoot wrestling, I thought she looked really great. And then Statlander, I think, has more of like the theatrics down pretty well. This match went almost 10 minutes with Hirsch doing some heel stuff because she is going heel, and she was able to hit Statlander with a turnbuckle. Excuse me, I'm going to cough a lot. I'm sorry. I'm going to try not to.
Just edit them out. You're going to have a busy week.
I know. That's the last time I'm coughing, people. I'm telling you right now. But Hirsch hits Statlander in the head with a turnbuckle, an extra turnbuckle piece, and pins her. And that's going to set up a feud. I think a good program for a while between those two. And then you sprinkle in some of Red Velvet in there, too. She's been running around. So then we see Hook, which, if you guys aren't watching AEW, Hook is actually real-life Taz's son, who was trained by QT Marshall and Cody Rhodes. So, and QT is trying to be I'm your teacher. I was the better one of the two of us. I'm going to show you that. The cool thing about this match I liked was that actually QT gave Hook some fits with a lot of the heel maneuvers that he was using. But damn it, that good-looking Hook.
Yeah. Can't beat him, man.
Can't beat that hair either.
No. It's good hair.
It's good hair.
It's good hair. It's a good look. It's a tough guy.
Yeah.
Character. It's solid. It's solid. It's my favorite thing in wrestling right now, I think.
It's working for him too, man. I mean, he decisively kicked QT Marshall's ass in this match in 5 minutes flat, and hooked him up with what's called the Red Rum now. It used to be the Taz Mission, but it looks good, man. I really like it. So great start to the card, I think there, and then once you go to, did you do Red Rum?
Red Rum, yeah.
So then we go into the first match of the actual pay-per-view, and this was it's still buy-in.
Yeah, there's 3 buy-ins.
I apologize. That's how good this match was. This next one coming up here, we had the House of Black, which is Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews taking on Penta Escuro. I'm saying that right?
Yep.
And then Eric Redbeard with Alex Abrahantes doing his best Dracula impression.
Good Lord.
It looks terrible.
He went to a Halloween warehouse or whatever and just bought everything.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just going to be this. And he just pointed at a whole
Painted
wall.
his face all red and shit.
And he has like the Catholic thing with the sage or whatever the fuck in there. Yeah. He's walking down like, oh, bless us be almighty. So this six-man tag team match basically became a tornado tag. Like,
pretty much right off the rip.
Yeah, there was no holding anyone to the actual rules of a tag match here, which was fine, and it gave these teams room to do what they do best, and that's like big power spot moves. Brody King is the fucking man. I don't care what anyone says. That dude is a big man that wrestles like a small man.
He's your spirit animal.
He really is. If I could be as tatted and as strong as him, I'd be a happy camper.
I do like his tats.
Yeah.
Super envious.
This match went to pinfall. There's no way to describe it other than it was chaotic, it was story driven, and the right team won.
It was super ridiculously booked at the end.
Yes.
With everything happening at once. But yeah, the pushers get into the right side on this.
Yeah.
And Eric Redbeard got brought in to take the pinfall, which saves everybody.
But he's not signed, right? He just came in for this.
I think he just came in for this because Phoenix is injured.
That's right, yeah. Which could set it up for down the road when Phoenix comes back.
Right.
Yes, well, that'll be cool because Ray Phoenix is like a can of kerosene to that fire, and it's just gonna.
No, AEW could only sign one wrestler and one lady who never wrestled before this week. I don't think Redbeard got signed.
God damn it.
We just got Jeff, my dog, Hardy, and Paige Van Zandt.
The best thing about Jeff Hardy coming out this week is that his brother was getting his asshole kicked inside out, and he's still like,
there's so many memes about that. It's like he still did like 4 air thrusts, and then okay, let me go do my shit.
Oh shit, I better put my dick away and run down and save my brother.
And his freaking Doc Martens, his untied Doc Martens.
Oh Lord. Yeah, and then Paige Van Zandt. Thanks for signing, by the way. Whew, good Lord. Like seeing you on camera.
Ugh, I hate her.
You don't like her?
She's fine on camera, but I think
I
didn't like her as an MMA fighter. I don't like her as a wrestler.
I think she'll be fine. I think she's gonna be a better version of Ronda Rousey.
I mean, yeah, it's not a steep hill to climb.
I'm not saying she's Charlotte Flair. I'm just saying she'll be a better MMA turned professional wrestler than Ronda Rousey.
We'll see. Yeah. I don't think so. I'm against you on that one.
We'll see.
We will see.
So moving to a match that we thought was not going to be that great, ended up being pretty damn good. It was Eddie Kingston taking on Chris Jericho in a singles match here. This was good. I'm going to let you take this.
The Judas Chris Jericho came out looking like Jesus. He was ripped.
Take
dude.
that.
He's back in shape.
Great.
He could definitely go. He immediately got dropped on the back of his neck, and I thought the match was over. Like, I thought he was legit hurt.
I thought that was shoot stuff.
It was a very hard hitting, not a lot of high flying, but some risky moves, hard hitting, very Japanese style driven match, and our boy Eddie made him tap out, which was great after some brutal laid-in spinning back fist. They looked great.
Yes.
Eddie got his gut out. I loved it. I loved everything about this match. He got his big old, oh, man. It's like, oh, he just got done working on a sink and then and then came to the ring, man.
He reminds me of me after one of the many bachelor parties we've been to. I'm just like, is it time to go to bed yet? Why am I tired?
It's like, oh, man, he looks super drunk right now, and then he throws that half and half. He's like, no, he's all right.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's so strong. He's like underratedly strong. It's
And I like his jungle pants. I kept saying, look, he's wearing his jungle pants.
Yeah.
Because they're like baggy, but then they're tucked into his boots so spider doesn't crawl up there.
Yeah.
It's a goofy ring wear. I love everything about him, though.
Jumanji 3 starring Eddie Kingston is going to be wild.
So much to criticize about him, but he's just good.
Yeah, and then the promo he cut following on Dynamite was great. Of course, Chris Jericho with the Chris Jericho Appreciation faction now, which is weird.
Yeah,
they missed it. They
that.
missed it. Inner Circle 2.0.
Or just
It's right there.
couldn't they? Well, I don't know how. I don't know if that
Yeah, because
they could have went with like a Canadian theme, except Jack Swagger's in there still.
yeah, and he's
I
all
know
American.
that. I know that tag team's Canadian.
Yeah,
2.0. I don't know if the
Garcia.
is,
He's not. No. But hey, listen, it's gonna make for a really cool match whenever we see the rest of LAX come through to join. Was a Proud and Powerful in Kingston, so it's good. Homicide's coming back.
I hope Homicide comes back. That'd be pretty cool.
Where's Nick Gage when you need him? You know, just let him come back too.
What was the other guy? Hernandez. The
Hernandez.
big jacked up
Yeah,
dude.
he was like one of the better big men in Impact for sure.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I really
For sure.
enjoyed him. So moving to a match here where we were both wrong on our picks, but it ended up being a fantastic match.
Sadly, because I ain't picking no fucking Luchasaurus.
I know. And I watched it in this match, and I was like, I almost wanted to text you and be like, "Are you okay?"
No, I wasn't. Because in full disclosure, I had a couple guys over here, and we were drinking beers, and there was a huge disagreement about how fucking good Kyle O'Reilly is. And I was like, oh, well, you'll see when he gets the belts. And I just kept talking shit the whole match, and then
Didn't happen.
they didn't get the belts.
Listen, if this allows Red Dragon and the Young Bucks to have a little bit of a epilogue or epic whatever showdown together,
Rivalry,
thank you.
a feud.
Words. I would love it.
Do you need any more synonyms?
No. Did you give me a thesaurus for my birthday? But I think this is going to set up. They don't need a belt. They don't need belts.
Oh, I think it's setting up for belts though.
Which would be cool.
I think it's going to
Trios belts. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. I'd really like that. It's also coming to head for Kenny Omega to finally come back and really.
I think we might
this.
see that double or nothing. I think we might see Omega join the Bucks against this faction.
That would be
for the trios belts, or maybe Adam Page joins the Bucks.
That'd be kind of cool.
Kind of like
there's still
there's something weird there.
Each other, yeah. So anyway, Jurassic Express won this match. Don't worry about it. It was a great match, but
Botchasaurus lived up to his name.
He did,
missing that spin kick by a mile.
But like this match, you could kind of
probably brought a tear to Jade Cargill's eye by how much he missed that.
Freaking
spin kick.
But you could kind of tell once the match kicked off, and then it was like the first angle of the match was Red Dragon and Young Bucks like, we got to work together. Like, how can you, though? If there's only 3 teams and it's not elimination. So we move on to the Face of the Revolution ladder match. And this is for a future AEW TNT championship match. Wardlow, Christian Cage, Keith Lee, Orange Cassidy, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Ricky Starks.
And no surprise.
No surprise. Yeah.
I was a little bummed at that.
I'm really impressed in this match, by the way, by Orange Cassidy. He fit in just how he should have. Some comedic relief, did some spots, hit a little bit of offense, loved it. Loved it.
And then blew his shoulder to pieces.
Yep. And then got wrecked.
Supposedly the only injury from the whole pay-per-view, though. So
that's pretty good.
And he's only expected to be out a few weeks.
And it's him. He wasn't in any like
Yeah,
advancing storylines
No.
or anything. So not that I don't want Orange Cassidy to be hurt, but like he's
can-
not ruining
He
future.
can come down for best friend matches with his buddy Danhausen until his leg gets better. And
Yeah.
maybe they'll form a tag team or something.
I would love that. Yeah, it'd be like a better Chaos Theory.
Orange Cassidy, definitely my least favorite person in this match, just on paper, but he was used well.
Yeah,
I think there was too much of the big men all fighting each other instead of like doing a few more dynamics with the other little guys. Like they
Yeah.
did really well with Orange, but like
Ricky Starks
like
didn't shine very much.
I don't think. Yeah, Ricky Star. I mean, he had some shine, but Christian Cage, I don't even like remember anything he did.
The one thing I remember Christian Cage doing is eating that spear from Ricky Starks through the ladder, which was that
that's
was
true.
pretty cool.
That's true.
Super impressed with Wardlow. This was his chance to really solidify himself as one of the future stars of this organization, and he did a great job here. Feats of strength, feats of agility. I mean, he did a great job here. Clearly,
Came off with some character, not
Yeah.
only here but later in the night.
yeah. I liked how this went, and just like how we thought, I think we both were kind of leaning towards Keith Lee. They're not putting belts on guys that come from WWE too quick. So they didn't strap up with Keith Lee, which they'll do down the road. Keith Lee is going to be around the title scene very quickly. I know that. But right now, Wardlow's earned that spot, and they really let him have it. And they gave him the opportunity to do what he needed to do, and he delivered. So kudos to Wardlow on this one for defeating all of these motherfuckers and getting the ring.
Hell yeah.
Love it. So then we move on to the AEW TBS Championship with Jade Cargill with Mark Sterling defeating Ty Conte, who brought Anna Jay down with her. This match started off really cool.
Best start to any of the matches. Beat
Best.
Eddie Kingston dumping Jericho on
Yeah.
his head.
I was like, oh man, what's going to top?
If you thought that was stiff,
So if you didn't watch this, for some reason, because there's no reason,
there's no.
Jade walks right up to Ty Conte and just lays a big old smooch
Well,
on
they were
her.
doing like the nose to nose stare down.
Yeah, they
and then
just
she
give him
like,
a-
yeah.
one of those.
I think it was mind games.
And she's...
Oh God, that's so disgusting.
It was
I'd
like-
rather you eat mac and cheese into the mic than kiss it.
Yeah, it's,
Oh God, there's a big wet kiss.
yeah. There's all kinds of fan art now too. Twitter is
Good.
Twitter's dirty.
Carrying it off. I saw a meme today where it, like morphed their kiss into like when Tay and Paige Van Zandt were facing off.
Is it like please,
Yeah,
please?
it was a good. It was a showing by Jade.
Yeah.
The quickest match on the main show.
Yes.
For good reason. She does not need to be in there for 10 minutes against anybody.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. There's going to come a time where she gets someone with good chemistry. I think her and Conti have good chemistry, and I'd like to see what they can do down the road. I think.
Yeah, I think this might continue. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Now Tay's going in with Paige maybe, but
I think down the road that could be a good matchup again.
yeah.
I just want to see whenever Jade gets a real opponent that takes her past. 'Cause I think her longest match was around 8 minutes.
Yeah, I think with Ruby.
Yes, and so I want to see someone maybe Thunder Rosa, if she could.
Maybe.
That'd be good.
So she's going to be the women's champion.
She
in a few
is.
days.
Oh yeah. So we move on to CM Punk taking on MJF in a dog collar match. Now, dog collar matches are inherently brutal, bloody,
Violence.
super violent. MJF with a nice swerve at the beginning, coming out to CM Punk's music, Cult of Personality, and then CM Punk going full Ring of Honor.
I missed the swerve. So like
Yeah.
his music hit and I was like, all right, I'm going to go piss.
Yeah,
And like, so I missed MJF coming out and then like they were playing the beginning of that AFI track.
yeah,
And I'm like, who the fuck is this?
yeah.
And the one guy here is like super knowledgeable about wrestling. He's like, listen, you know what this is. Like, hold on, buddy. And I was like, oh shit, I thought he came out already. And they told me what happened. I looked like a big dummy.
That's okay.
I took an inopportune time to pee.
But that's okay because then seeing CM Punk come out in the Ring of Honor gear had to get you excited for the amount of violence he was going to bring to this match, because that's exactly what he did. Tons of confidence from the beginning of the bell to the end of the match here. Some of the spots that I really enjoyed weren't even spots that I would say are like spotty, I guess we'd say. But the thing I like the most here is whenever they were stretched all the way across the ring, and CM Punk like just used his neck and he like took MJF off of his feet and then just started just twirling it and bringing him in. It's almost like a I know I'm your fucking dad moments. Like just fishing him in, and from there it was just a bloodbath.
My favorite spot was not a spot either. It was when MJF grabbed the microphone and said, "You want to quit again and let everybody else die?" And he just said, "Eat shit, Max." I was like, perfect. And then the whole crowd started chanting, "Eat shit." It was a great match. And damn, it was a 26-minute match.
Yeah.
Over 26 minutes. And CM Punk started bleeding profusely in like 5 minutes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a close-up of that gash on his head. It was big. That was a tough one to watch, man. And of course, highlighted by the turn of Wardlow. Yeah. Coming down, trying to find the diamond ring and just couldn't find. Oh no, it's in my pocket. Maybe CM Punk would like this. You want to play with this ring? You play. And then CM Punk just nice, fucking stiff punch. Yeah. Beautiful. I don't know where MJF goes from here. Probably into something with Wardlow, I would say. And then CM Punk, I think, is on the title trail now.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. If you want my prediction of where MJF's going, he's going to interfere in that TNT title match and cost Wardlow the title. And then they're going to go into a program.
Because I want to, so also spoiler alert, Scorpio Sky has the TNT title now. And I want to see Scorpio
carry it. Yeah.
Keep
I don't
it,
want I don't want that to be a transitional.
No, not at all.
Because that match, I think, is this week on Dynamite. So it'd only hold it for 1 week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would hate that.
So I think that's where they're going.
Okay.
And I think that makes sense.
I think so, too. Yeah. And that gets a nice feud going between them. So then we're going to move on to a match that I was kind of underwhelmed by. I had more hope for this one. It's Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, taking on Thunder Rosa. And this is for the AEW Women's World Championship.
There you go. You got it.
I know. It takes me a second sometimes. But this match was a little sloggy for me. It wasn't as fluid as some of their other exchanges. I thought the tag match they had on the Go Home show was better.
Yep, than this. I agree.
The problem here is that Britt Baker has shown that she has the acumen to wrestle well without outside interference, and Thunder Rosa deserves a clean match. I think this was a prime opportunity here to at least reduce the outside interference and make it like a one-time spot kind of thing. At one point, I felt like Thunder Rosa was wrestling a 1-on-3, and I lost interest.
Yeah, this match just never had my attention. Like maybe the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, got into conversation here and like wasn't really paying attention.
It was tough, man. And then Britt Baker takes it, and then and so there's going to be a quick rematch here in a cage between her and Thunder Rosa. That might be where the title changes hands.
Maybe.
But it depends. We'll see what happens. Have a better match. I don't know. It was serviceable, but it wasn't their best. They had better chemistry than that. Maybe they knew that other match was going to take place, and they're just like,
let's get through it.
Yeah. To move on to Jon Moxley taking on Bryan Danielson in a singles match here that went 21 minutes. This match was violence versus skill.
Yeah.
100%. I really enjoyed this match. There's not much to really dive into until the very, very end. Jon Moxley defeats Bryan Danielson by a shifty little pin, which I thought was cool. And then our NXT dad comes out, William Regal, and wrangles these two bloody hosses with big open hand slaps.
Yeah. Just chonk.
Get in fucking line. Oh, man.
Did a little head rubbing with Moxley. It was fucking cool.
Yeah.
The basement went crazy down here.
Oh, yeah.
And then for the rest of the night, to probably everybody's delight, and I'm being sarcastic, I just kept screaming, "War games!"
War games. No, he has to say blood and guts. Blood and guts.
Doesn't work.
Nah.
Tea time.
Oh, jeez. So the match was great. It deserves a watch if you haven't seen it. But the last 2 minutes, including the Regal time, that was the highlight of everything for me. The next match, baby faces went over. Alan Guevara, Sting taking on Andrade El Idolo, Matt Hardy, and Isaiah Cassidy. It happened.
The Spanish Fly on the stage was pretty cool.
And then Sting splash.
Sting almost
was cool.
killed himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the end happened.
Yeah.
And the old Walks Hardly. I mean, Matt Hardy rolled the wrong way.
Yeah.
And the finish was botched to hell. The worst botch of the night.
I tell you what, the JR really did a good job of and Darby Allin's so reckless that the coffin drop just turned into a coffin headbutt. No, it didn't. Matt Hardy went the wrong way. He went the wrong way. This match was in there to start the dissolve of the Hardy family office, AHFO. They keep adding. It doesn't matter.
I didn't want to watch this match before it started, and I was disappointed I had to when it was over.
Yeah,
except for the two big spots,
which were cool. Yeah, and I like Sammy Guevara a lot, so that was cool seeing him do his thing. Move on to the last match of the night, where we saw Hangman Adam Page taking on Adam Cole for the AEW World Championship. Adam, since there's other Adams, I think you should take this Adam Fest and take this one.
So yeah, really cool match. Adam Cole's entrance was weird. I guess he was going for a Halo-inspired entrance, but then he got up on the wrong side of the ring and wasn't facing the hard camera. It was really strange. He just seemed, I don't know if he was excited or off or tired because he just watched 4.5 hours of wrestling like we did. Yeah, strange entrance. Hangman Adam Page came out. Cool ring gear. Cool entrance. And then they just had a hell of a match. It was hard hitting, but it was it wasn't anything. I mean, not to show my hand on what my favorite matches were or anything, but it wasn't. It didn't live up to the rest of the card.
No.
It was a good match. It was a solid match. And on maybe any other normal pay-per-view, it would have been fine, but just kind of got lost in the shuffle, I think. Still a great match. The finishes got a little overdone for me. They were literally killing each other, and they were just false finishes after. Yeah. I think after the fourth false finish, I was just out. I'm just I'm ready to go to bed now.
I was like, we know how this is going to play out because there has to be turmoil with a whole nother section of the locker room. So,
right.
Yeah, I agree with you. The match was good. I think the hard thing for me here is that there wasn't a good build up to this match, so I didn't have as much investment in it.
It was kind of quick.
Yeah,
and especially when you had Kingston and Jericho's build and the Punk great. MJF build, which was sick, and even the Danielson Moxley build-up was really good. This was fourth place.
Yeah. So, Adam, speaking of all that, what was your match of the night?
It's a tough choice. Theatrically, it would be Punk and MJF, but I really, really, really enjoyed the Moxley-Danielson match. It was my favorite.
I'm going to go with the Eddie Kingston-Chris Jericho match.
It's fair. That's fair. That's my third place.
Yeah. What about your favorite performer of the night?
That would be... Good question. I guess I'll go with Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, I was going to say...
Did they have to be a wrestler?
No.
Okay, William Regal.
Yeah, you took mine from me. So actually what I'm going to do then is I'm going to throw you a little curveball. I'm going to say Jose the assistant was my... He got his ass kicked. He got whooped on, and he did it really well. For a guy who hasn't sold a single bump since I saw him, he did that. So good job, the assistant. You kicked ass.
He helped Arn Anderson get back on the stage.
That's true.
When he fell off. That's the only other thing I've seen him do.
Yeah, he helped someone recover from a bump. Then he got stuffed in a fucking trash can.
Sure did.
So what about the Adam?
What? I wrote some notes.
The match that can fuck off.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the beer break.
The beer break. Yeah.
The match that can fuck off.
Jurassic Express. Anything they're in ever. No, that was a fine match. Probably my least favorite match, in all honesty, was probably Jade and Ty Conte.
I was actually going to go with.
Oh no! Fuck that! No, it's the six man.
Yeah, so we're gonna agree on that one because that's where I was gonna go to. Because I thought even though Jade and Ty wasn't as strong, it had better chemistry, better movement.
And Jade came cosplayed out as Jade from Mortal Kombat. Awesome.
And then she's on Twitter like, "Quit hitting up my gear maker. Like it's not gonna happen." It's like you're right. It's not gonna happen. So, from Buckle to Bell to Bellator and back, the boys bring you the best combat news in the biz. So, we have to talk about Cody Rhodes. So, a quick timeline here of 2 dates. Rhodes loses the TNT title to Sammy Guevara, and we didn't know this was going to be his last match, which occurred on January 26th of 2022. Then we see on February 15th of 2022 when the pro wrestling news feed goes ballistic with the departure of Cody and his wife, Brandy. The initial rumors were it's a work. It's Tony Khan's writing. It's to get Cody into the title picture, to like void a contract, sign a contract, blah blah blah. Then our Lord and Savior, Dave Meltzer, breaks the news. It's
Uncle
not
Dave.
It's not a work. It's legit. It's everything you think it is. And guess what? WWE's in on it. They want Cody Rhodes.
They're interested, yeah.
Then the talks go cold. Does Cody Rhodes return to the company that he besmirched for War Games?
Well, WrestleMania.
Yeah. We don't know what's going to happen right now. And then there's now the new thing is with Tony Khan taking Ring of Honor that Cody Rhodes may come in and run Ring of Honor.
Right.
So honestly, I don't know.
Although Tony's already said in interviews, like he's booking that, he's doing everything with that too. So, and that's what Cody didn't like about AEW. I mean, some of maybe his alleged problems with AEW.
Well, and there were some people in the back room, like small, brief rumblings where people were like, "We're happy that Cody is gone. He was a problem." And same thing with Brandy. Then other people came out and dispelled that. So it's tough to say what's what. But honestly, I like Cody Rhodes a lot. I wish him nothing but the best. And whatever decision he makes, I hope it's the best for his family.
I think we'll have to see him plan for something for Mania this week, or I don't think he'll be at Mania.
It won't happen.
There's only a few weeks left.
Right.
But Seth Rollins doesn't have an opponent.
That's true. Yeah.
Kevin Owens has a shitty fucking deal going on with Stone Cold. Everything I was excited about is sucking.
Yeah, it's shot. Thank God I have Peacock already because there's no way I would have paid for this pay-per-view.
I probably still am not taking my whole weekend to watch it 2 nights in a row.
No. I'm going to pick and choose.
I'll probably just watch it all Sunday.
Yeah.
Or wait till Monday and listen to some reviews first or something. Fuck, it sounds terrible.
Support Wrestle Talk. Oh, yeah. Forgot to mention, Tony Khan bought Ring of Honor.
I have a big announcement. Everybody have a big announcement. I bought RH. I saved him. And that was the thing. Like, first he came out manic as fuck on whatever pills he's on. And then he was like, I have a big announcement. 20 years ago, this company started. And then he didn't say the name of the company. He just said ROH. I was like, why wouldn't you say Ring of Honor, you big dullard? Like, you just dumb pants. Like, and why do you put on that fake voice? We all know you have a little weasel voice. Yeah. Just use it.
We've seen you after the shows. You were like, thanks for coming out to the... Yeah, he needs to relax. Tony Schiavone needs to be like, hey, man, this is how you actually do this. Like, let's... Like, remember how you were speaking whenever we were cutting promos against Impact? You should try that again. Like, go back to that.
But I like to use my big voice. I'm really excited.
So Tony Khan has all of the footage, and he has the OG all in. So that's cool.
Right.
And then he has...
I forgot that was in there.
And he has tapes on all of these premier stars that were like, they're still in WWE, AEW, Impact, all over the world. So the rumors now are it's going to be a developmental, kind of like NXT was WWE, and that AEW stars are going to be going back and forth between Ring of Honor and AEW, which would be kind of cool. Most of the ROHers, I guess you could say that, are looking to come back because they have confidence in Tony Khan, which is very nice because that roster actually had some really good talent on it. But the problem here is that can Tony Khan balance two promotions with Rampage continuing to sink in ratings? That's the hard one.
I don't know. Pop some more pills, snort a little.
Something.
You know, a little nose powder.
He was going crazy. Speaking of going crazy, hey, guess what? Cain Velasquez shot a guy. Or shot at a guy. I guess.
Sure did. Oh, no, he shot a guy.
That's right. He
just shot the wrong guy.
The wrong guy. Yeah, so
Cain, you're a terrible shot.
So this is a tough one to kind of wrap your head around because it goes into
it's dark.
It's legality versus morality. So trigger warnings abound here. There is some information that's very difficult to digest if you have some trauma, some sexual trauma. So please bear with us. Trigger warnings. So the former UFC champion is currently detained after being denied bail on March 7th of 2022. He was identified as a risk to the community, and the violence assessment led to the denial of release request from defense counsel. So he claims that he was chasing down an alleged perpetrator who sexually assaulted one of his underage family members. To this moment, there's not a whole lot of evidence to support that. So it's kind of like a man's word on why he did what he did and going after someone who attacks like an innocent population.
Right.
Of course, everybody is facing some kind of recourse or trying to step in. So the presiding judge is facing backlash because they actually kept Cain Velasquez in without bond, and then they let the suspected child molester, Harry, I'm going to say this wrong, Galarte?
Close enough.
Say Harry Galarte. That was the intended target from Cain Velasquez. He is out in the streets right now. All GoFundMes have been taken down that were supporting Cain's legal fees because of GoFundMe's policies on violent crimes.
Right.
And last but not least, Joe Rogan weighed in stating that Cain Velasquez should have just beat the living shit out of the suspect and left the gun behind.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I do agree with Joe Rogan for once this year. Yeah, but I mean, legally, like, the judge did what he could do. It's 100%. It's 100% fact that Cain Velasquez shot somebody. Mm-hmm. And I'm not defending a child molester, but it's alleged that man did that. You have to,
right?
You know, innocent until proven guilty, which isn't the greatest thing in some circumstances, including this. If what they said was perpetrated was,
yeah.
But yeah, you definitely can't just go providing your own vigilante justice and popping people in the street.
Tough,
you know?
So
we'll see.
Yeah, I just hope that the outcome is, you know, people getting hurt, people getting, you know, assaulted. That's just difficult to digest, and just hope everybody finds resolution to this. And wish everybody the best here. And just know that, you know, if you guys ever have any kind of trauma like that, we are huge proponents for mental health therapy treatment. Go get help. Don't listen to two shitbirds talk about this and think you don't need help. Go get some help. Talk to somebody. So on a lighter note here before we go into a break, Covington wins against Masvidal, and he wants Dustin Poirier next. So UFC 272 was a fun card. What's up?
No, that's fine. I mean, that's fine. I just don't get why. Like, what's Poirier have to gain with that? You know,
I don't know.
I wasn't saying anything about what you were saying.
My bad.
I was just like raising my hands at Colby Covington, like, good, go ahead.
Well, that helps me out because I was going to ask you if you think that was a good fight or not.
No. I'm a big fan of Dustin, and I don't think that's a fight he needs to take.
For some reason, Covington thinks that this is his next logical step.
It probably is for him. I mean, and maybe it is. It depends I don't know how good that Covington Masvidal card did. If that ended up being big money, then go ahead. Then it does make sense. Yeah. I mean, it does make sense on paper. It doesn't seem like Poirier's heart's in this unless it's for a title, and he can't really get back into the title picture until he beats somebody.
True.
And he's just at a level where beats somebody is a somebody. You know. I don't know. It's tough. I fucking hate Covington, but we were right. He beat him on the ground.
Yep. Out-wrestled him.
Yeah.
So speaking about wrestling, people, our sponsors continue to out-wrestle all the competition, and we're going to go into a break, and we're going to put them in that break. So if you support our sponsors and you support us, and when you support us, you bring some pretty cool stuff. And I'm pretty sure you've seen all the cool stuff we've been doing lately, and we have some pretty cool stuff.
We got really cool sponsors, really big announcements.
We'll see you on the other side. Welcome back to the Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's Adam. It's Matt. And as you can see, we are all tatted up. So, Adam, I have to ask you, buddy, what's the number one rule about having tattoos?
Aftercare, Matt.
That's right, aftercare. And what's the number one company for aftercare?
I only use Lucky 13s.
I only use Lucky 13s as well. So, and all of our fans can too. So if you go to lucky13s.com and use our promo code MATA193529, you can save 25% on your entire order because
from the first line of your tattoo and beyond, Lucky 13s keeps you looking fresh.
Welcome back. Hopefully you heard something that you like. Because again, when you support our sponsors, you support us. And when you support us, we bring you some pretty cool stuff. So we are in round 2. Adam, you brought some more delicious beers. So put them together. We'll call it round 2 beers. What do we got?
Sweet chin music, baby. We got one of the latest and greatest from Union Brothers Brewing up in Harmony, PA, up north, up the 79 corridor. It is their West Coast IPA called Picket Line, and this is their third version of it. So it's Picket Line Volume 3.
That's pretty cool.
And this West Coast IPA is coming in at 8%, and it features CTZ, Cascade, Citra, and Simcoe hops.
Some heavy hitters.
Yeah. I'll pop it.
Yeah. Ooh. That was the one. That was the one. So, man, I can already smell that.
Uh-huh.
So if you want to find what's going on with Union Brothers, you search them out on all social media. It's Union Brothers Brewing on all social media. They have two locations now?
Nope, one location.
One location?
They just got a new brew facility.
Yeah.
To get the beer, it's one location.
One spot. Yeah.
But great with spring around the corner. Great outdoor location. They have live music most weekends, if not all weekends, and their food's killer too. So go there and try them out. They make all, again, much like Allegheny City, all great styles of beer. I particularly love their IPAs and their sours.
Oh.
Phenomenal too.
Yeah, I've been a big fan of the IPAs from Union Brothers.
But they had a Union Brothers Light that they just put on.
Really?
And it's good.
Oh, nice.
It's just like a light lager, super crispy.
Watch out.
Nice and bright.
Watch out. If you like lagers, you're a grandpa now, okay? So relax.
I feel like a grandpa today. That's fine.
Grandpas.
I know I'm your daddy.
Grandpa's guitars? So, Adam, I threw it out to social media for a social media smackdown. I asked you guys to pledge your allegiance. Hazy versus West Coast IPAs. Hazy edged out West Coast. Hazy clocking in at 58% and West Coast clocking in at 42%.
It's because I'm the heel of this podcast and everybody's going against me.
Yeah. So
Crazy.
This
is a wonderful West Coast example here.
Yes. We are a West Coast house. All day.
I love hazies too. I just brewed 2 of them in the last month.
Yeah, but we are a West Coast house.
West Coast. I mean, West Coast IPAs got me into craft beer.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
That's my allegiance lies there. I like the piney, resiny, malty thing it does to my mouth.
It's something about that more aggressive flavor profile that I find more appealing. And I know that's like the beer bro thing to say, like, I like my IPA like this. But I just do. I like a West Coast.
I mean, that's the style.
And this is a really good one. We should have said that before we went into this, but this is a really...
That's why I brought it back up.
Thank you.
I realized we didn't...
Sorry, Union Brothers.
We talked about their beer in general, but we didn't talk about this beer. But yeah, great caramely, malty note. And then you get that piney, danky, bitter.
Yeah.
Bitter. It's bitter. It's a bitter IPA, everybody.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. It does not taste like 8%.
No.
It is very smooth and
I was going to say.
And just that malt is nice.
So the problem too is with some West Coast IPAs, sometimes when the malt and the bitterness come together, they get like a cough syrupy kind of thing going, like a...
Sometimes it gets a little too heavy for me.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Not really medicinal tasting, but that like thickness.
Yeah. And this does not do that. This is a nice combination of the maltiness balanced out with that sharp bitterness that I really look forward to in the West Coast. So great job, Union Brothers. Sorry we didn't talk about it more when we first poured it, but I wanted to make fun of hazy people.
We got back to you were really excited to make fun of
I was. You know what else I'm really excited for, Adam?
What's that?
It's our pod-iversary.
Yeah.
Well, it was our pod-iversary.
Like 3 weeks ago.
But we had incredible guests on, and we didn't have time We have time to stop and just Just reminisce.
Get your hand off my knee. Whose hand is that?
So what I want to do is just real quick, man. Just toast it.
Toast.
This is something that we wanted to do.
We should do shots.
Way back when. No. No.
Let's do shots.
I want to get through this podcast. Something we wanted to do, and I'm glad that we did, and that we've been doing it for more than a year. It means a lot to me. So thanks for sticking in there with me and doing this. And I think we've had a lot of fun over the 50. This will be 55 episodes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
By the time this comes out, great guests, great fun, great beers.
Yeah.
Good laughs. Mm-hmm. Cool.
It was fun. It was cool. That's all I got.
It's all you got.
Cool times. I like hanging out with you every week.
I like hanging
How's
out.
that? Is that good? Thanks for writing the script so I don't have to do much for this.
Well, I wanted to say, too, cheers to our listeners for continuing to stick through with this on this journey. You know, we're getting better, I think, every week on this. So thank you very much for hanging with us. And
the 42% of you that liked West Coast is better. Thanks.
we like all 100% of you.
He likes all 100% of you. I like 42% of you.
So,
no, in all honesty, thanks to the listeners. I will appreciate you more than I appreciate this bag of bones here, this sack of meat to the left of me. But it's been fun. We'll keep doing it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, keep it up.
Stamp of approval.
Keep it up, pony boy.
Stay golden.
Get your shine box.
So, Adam, I gotta ask you, man. Do you have any favorite moments here in the Jojitorium over this year that we've been doing this?
I really, really enjoyed some of the interviews we did.
Yeah.
Especially my friends from homebrewing from way back, like Bobby Nacha, Justin, and then meeting new people. Dem Bones last week.
That was cool.
That was super interesting, and just like super in depth, and just we kind of got lost in that podcast, which was nice. No, I mean I like it all. I like the bets to do. I really enjoy the Mount Rushmores because we get to argue and bicker. Anything we can argue and bicker about, I like arguing.
Yeah, I'd say it's.
But no moment. I mean, we've already done our first on location with Yellow Bridge. That was cool. But there's not like one like. I just like doing it. So it's like.
Can I tell you my favorite moment?
Yeah.
It wasn't even on microphone. It was the very first episode. Whenever I showed up, I'm like, where do I plug all this in? And you're like, wherever the fuck.
Into whatever the fuck you brought with you.
And we did it on my phone. So that was my favorite.
You had all the mics and mic cords.
I had everything.
No mixer.
I thought you
even had a computer.
I did. I thought you had a.
I did. But it was like an instrument, one jack in. And I was like, we looked at it the week before, and you were like, nah, we'll have to get something else. And
and I forgot. Yeah. So, what about a favorite guest? We've had quite a few now. Who's your favorite guest?
I got to go back.
Yeah.
Also in the first episode, when our third mic said, oh, she's from Vancouver, I thought she was Asian, and then I blew it to Asian people can live all over the world. That might have been my favorite.
That was good.
Oh, just a little fact, like Asian people can live
anywhere.
Asian ethnicity can live anywhere. Dumb fuck, Jesus. That was a lot of fun, though.
What about a favorite guest?
Can't pick one. I really can't. I enjoy them all. Nacho was our first. Well, Nacho was our first in studio. No, Dennis was.
Dennis was our first, yeah.
That one was fun, too.
I'm going to throw out there, Justin was my favorite because there was build up to it, and then we had a great time with him.
Yeah. Who beat me?
Oh,
Did Nacho? No, Nacho didn't beat me.
No, Dennis. Dennis beat you in Florida. Florida man.
No, he didn't. I swept him.
Did you?
Yeah. I don't know who beat me. I thought it was Nacho. I think Nacho.
It was Nacho. He beat you in zombies.
So any guess that wasn't Bobby Nacho because he beat me.
So everybody else, sorry, Bob. So this is something that like all my Twitter friends like.
I got a good one.
Yeah,
I do have a favorite guest. Whoever comes on this podcast for a second time first, that'll be my favorite guest.
There you go. Yeah, actually, yes. Whoever comes on for the
challenge to our buddies out there. Or if you haven't come on yet, hurry up and book 2 dates real quick.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
So a question that I get asked a lot with my indie friends on Twitter.
I completely forgot about somebody. I do have a favorite. This is, in all sincerity,
this
I know
is the
I keep
last
cutting
time
you off.
I'm fucking asking
Ben
you.
Steffen was my favorite.
That's
so,
okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I would say that's definitely a good one.
That was huge, especially to see somebody who started at least in the brew clubs the same time I did.
Yeah.
To be making it. That, yeah.
That's cool.
I can sincerely say that was. Sorry.
That's
Ben.
okay.
It was just, I was like, I need a list of guests so I don't forget somebody, and I forgot Ben.
You don't see it. I put it behind the camera. You don't see the TV.
No, I can't see shit, man. I'm like blind. I got beer malt haze all in my eyes from brewing today.
That's right. You did brew up another beer today.
Yeah.
So again, a question that I keep getting asked on Twitter from my indie podcast friends is, did you ever think that you were going to stop?
That I was going to stop? No.
Yeah.
I'm into it. Every time you get sick, you think we're breaking up.
Yeah, I do. Every time I get a little emotional, I'm like, this is it for us, isn't it? I'm sorry. No, I think the one time I thought we were going to stop, for sure, like 100%, is we put out this killer episode. I don't want to say which one because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but we put out an episode. I'm like, this one's going to fucking rock. And then it did nothing. And I was like, this is it. We flatlined.
And then I was excited about it and asked you how it did.
I'm like, not good.
I'm like, oh. And yeah, you were like really bummed. I was like, well, we'll get it next week. I don't.
Yeah. You're like fucking Gordon Bombay.
pushing.
Like, just keep going, man.
Again, it's more your baby, and like
I know.
I'm the cool uncle that comes over and just gives it ice cream. Like it's not,
Yeah.
you know. I think it's doing fine. It's the same with beer. When I'm like, oh, fuck this one up. It's the malt color is off by 2 SRMs, and you're like, yeah, but it tastes really fucking good. What's the fucking problem? What's the problem, baby boy?
So that's where we trade off then, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll start worrying a lot more about the numbers when we actually start getting paid.
Yeah, that's true. We get paid a little bit. There's a little bit of money. So if you could have some plans for the future for us, what would they be?
I don't know. Get paid.
Get paid?
Get paid.
Yeah.
No, get paid. Maybe travel a little more. Maybe go out of the state or out of the city limits. Well, we kind of did with Yellow Bridges, technically out of the city limits. But
Yeah.
yeah, maybe out of the state. Record for like a weekend and like feature a city or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's what I was
I'm
gonna
not saying
say.
like anytime super soon, but
I would really like that. You know what I really want to do, man, is I want to go down to Richmond and somehow secure like a few breweries down there and interview them. Maybe get like a local indie wrestler or something to get on. Or
people at Triple Crossing down there were super hospitable. Like they loved to talk about beer.
So
Just
hey,
to meet,
man,
like they found out I was a home brewer, and like
that was it.
I sat there for hours. Yeah.
So maybe that's a goal in the immediate future for us. So before I start digging into some questions that I got from the depths of the internet, Adam, I got you a pod-iversary gift.
Cool.
Yeah, I got it here. I'm sure you wonder what the hell that was. So you can kind of see it here. It's Adam's Instagram and Facebook handle, and this is actually a light up stand. So and it's battery
nice.
and C-class powered, and it has a remote so you can light it up.
With a bunch of different colors.
Yeah, tons of different colors.
Sweet, brother. So this is for my festival table.
Yeah, for your festival table, so people, if they want to follow you, you can just be like, it's right there.
Right there.
Yeah,
Invest.
I'm
looking at 2 buildings that's a real peek behind the curtain. We might have to edit that out.
It's good.
Invest. Don't worry about what buildings I'm looking at. I got you something too.
Oh, you're sweet.
Since you made me obligated to like get
Yeah.
you something, I got these for my wife, and she said that the chocolate sucked dick. She doesn't say suck dick. She would never say that. She said I'm a cheap piece of shit, and she didn't want my Valentine's Day gift. So
Yeah.
I'm just regifting it. To you.
They're Betsy Ann.
Well, our pod-iversary was like right after Valentine's Day. I got
That's
a really
true.
good deal on them because it was like after Valentine's Day. So you're welcome. And then I got you something else, kind of for your birthday and kind of for the pod-iversary. And I shoved a picture in it already.
Yeah.
But you can put whatever picture you want in here. I just have one in there as a placeholder.
Look at this photograph.
I just raided your Facebook and found the most embarrassing picture I could find.
Yeah, it's me in a hot dog costume. Where did you find Chad Grogan?
Etsy, baby. And I saw it again, maybe with a few cocktails in me. I was like, Matt needs this.
I do need this. This is good.
So there, you can put some decaying with the boys picture in there at some point.
Thank you very much.
But for now, it's you and a hot dog seat.
Well, thank you. And I have chocolates and I have Nickelback to keep me warm at
There
night.
you go. What more does a boy need?
Let's see if I can balance it here.
There is a little stand.
Is there a stand on the back?
Yeah, I don't know how it works.
It probably just folds down, maybe.
Oh, it's taped,
Oh yeah, so yeah, just
so it doesn't break off on your trip home.
there we go.
Over this photograph. Yeah, I knew you loved Nickelback, so.
I do. Yeah, they're my favorite. Especially when they were in Portugal.
Yeah, they got pelted by rocks.
So thank you, Adam.
Die.
I appreciate
Die,
it.
Chad. What? Oh, you're welcome, man.
So Adam, I know this is it's like one of your favorite things to do. So I threw it out to them. I didn't tell anyone it was our pod-iversary episode. I put out an AMA out there, like, ask us whatever the hell you want. And we got a couple of questions, but I also went back on some of our favorite Twitter feeds and I found some questions for us to kind of go through. So some of these are pretty easy. Some of them are just like, you could think about it a little bit. So Adam, Desert Island beer right now. Hurry up, go.
Off the top of my head, I'm going with like my favorite thing in Pittsburgh that's a long-standing beer.
Yeah.
And it is the, oh no, what is it called? You're going to have to cut this.
Nope.
You can't throw it to me again?
Nope.
I do remember what it's called.
Good.
It's the Kaiser Pills from Penn Brewery. Penn Brewing Kaiser Pills, yeah.
Kaiser Pills?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think that's a fake thing? That's a real.
Yeah, I thought you were trying to make a Nazi joke or something.
No, it's called the Kaiser. No, it's called the Kaiser Pills. It's a hoppy pilsner.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I drank like 4 of them when we went there together.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like definitely like just but desert. I could drink it all day long.
Yeah.
It's 5%. It's got a little hoppiness in it,
Right.
but it won't dry your mouth out. So Desert Island, not only do I like it, but it'll keep me living.
It's good. Well, that's same thing here. Friend of the podcast, Bobby Nacho, his favorite craft beer, Icy Light Mango.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's
a good
gonna be my Desert Island beer. 'Cause same reason, man. It's like under 5%. It's fruity. It's gonna keep me going. And there's more than enough of it until all the white girls find out it's on tap and it's gone.
Nah, they get the White Claws now.
They do, yeah. Trulies. Adam, what is your favorite supernatural show?
It's an oldie.
Yeah.
Well, oldie for us. X-Files.
Nice.
My favorite. Yeah, I loved that as a kid.
I like Ghost Hunters because it's a bunch of. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Hate Ghost
Hear.
Hunter. Is that with Zach Baggins or whatever?
No. I'm talking about the old one where it's just like a bunch of like barroom bouncers that decide they didn't want to bounce bars anymore, and they like, oh, bro, it's cold in here, bro. It's so cold. And they just.
Yeah, it sounds like the one I don't like.
Yeah, I love it because they don't have any idea how to use any of the.
Who's the
equipment.
guy that wore like affliction affliction shirts
yeah.
and Jinko jeans too
That's-
long? Yeah, I
yeah.
fucking hate that show.
I love it
I
so
can't
much.
stand him.
Love it.
Too many bros.
Love it.
It's always cold. Put a coat on. It's like, oh,
The
it's cold in
the
here. Maybe
ghosts
maybe the building is cold.
The ghosts make them cold. So cold, bro. So cold.
Did you hear that? Yeah, the cameraman just farted.
Oh, you farted, bro. It's cold, bro.
You see the little heat projection? Dude, that ghost just flew out of your ass.
Whoa, bro. Look at that ghost, bro.
I can't stand that fucking show.
So, Adam, then, with an unlimited budget, and there was one like, what would you buy for podcasting? What would you buy for brewing first if you had an unlimited budget right now?
A brewery? Does that count?
No, a piece of something.
Like homebrew size that I don't have
Yeah.
already? Maybe a plate chiller.
Okay. Not bad.
Yeah, plate chiller. I'll go with that.
For
Might be the next thing I get.
That'd be cool. For podcasting, I want the Rode board.
Oh, nice.
I want that Rode board bad.
I want those fancy Shure microphones.
Oh, those would be
Those
nice.
Shure, I don't know. They're
Oh.
like $600.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of budget.
They look like they'd sound nice, though. They'd feel good on my face.
You know what they sound like? These microphones.
Yeah, probably. You can only polish a turd so far.
Likewise. Dude, the mixing I do on both of our voices to get to sound like this, that board must heat up to like nuclear levels. So, Adam, there any thoughts of you ever wanting to join a podcast network like Last Podcast Network or anything like that? Would you like to do something like that?
If they're wildly successful
Yeah.
and we can instantly start making money, yes.
You're really on the money.
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, I just, I'm on the heel, man.
You're the heel of the group.
Yeah, I think that would be more your thing because you're like really into the podcast community,
Yeah.
and I'm still on the fringe of it. I'd like to get more into it this year, hopefully, but you're just out there hitting the Twitter harder than I am.
I try my
I have
best.
a page, I just don't use it.
You liked one of our things on Twitter once.
Yep.
That was about
one time.
6 months ago.
I don't think I've been on since.
Nope. You're like, I better shut him up, and you did it, and then you talked about it on the show, and then you never went back on.
I can't be disappointed if I never see it.
True. Adam, which of your tattoos hurt the worst?
Wait, you didn't answer that.
Oh, about joining a podcast network?
Yeah.
No, I want to make a podcast network.
I'm okay with that too.
Then we'll become wildly successful.
Off of other people's talent.
Exactly.
Cool. I'm in with that.
I have a whole group of friends right now that I think it would work out really well. Adam, which of your tattoos hurt the worst, and would you change or get rid of one of them?
Ooh, I definitely wouldn't change or get rid of any. Which one hurt the worst? It might just be because I'm older now.
Yeah.
So like my most recent one, right when he did the liner in this dark black right down here on my wrist, that was pretty brutal.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I was like biting my tongue on that. And other than that, like right in the fatty part of my arm here, I have a really deep black part.
Oh, yeah.
And that didn't feel good.
That was a tough one. I'd say,
It just felt like burning.
yeah.
Yeah.
The one in my ditch, the ditch of my arm, I have a really deep red rose there, and that hurt so damn bad.
I was surprised how much my ditches didn't bug me that much.
Really?
I thought it would be super sensitive, but I had both mine done. This one was some deep black, and
I got wrecked. Everyone thought they're like, I got my elbow done too, and they're like, your elbow's got to hurt. Like, no, elbow just tingled a lot.
the very, very point of your elbow hurts, but it's like 10 seconds, and then
Yeah.
you're done with it.
Right.
I mean, I've had mine.
Done a lot.
I've had problems getting mine saturated, so I've had it done like 6 times.
Yeah.
It never gets better. And the last couple times we threw a liner needle into it to see if that would get it to stick.
It's like,
put
nope.
it deeper, and that just hurt worse. But we keep trying.
Yeah.
And so I need to book an appointment to get
Me
this
too.
arm finished.
Yeah. Same. So there's actually one I don't know if I'd change it, but I think I just want to have my artist touch it up. I have that Tiger Balm up there, and there's just some spots where it fell out a little bit. And
That's nothing that's not touchable.
no, I cheated on my artist, and when I was away and got one done.
Got caught.
I got caught. He took one look at it, and he was like, nope. So I'm sorry. I'll get it fixed. I promise. I'll pay you lots of money.
I think
to
my
do it.
original artist is coming up from Virginia for this Pittsburgh Tattoo Expo.
Oh, it was at the
Steel City Inc. or whatever.
Okay, that's good.
His name is Vanis. Vanis Orr.
Oh, okay.
his name.
Nice. So, Adam, we're about to get into what's on tap and where can you find us? Because second half was quick.
I thought you were going to say but first.
No, but first.
No, but first?
No.
Okay.
Adam, what's on tap? What were you hoping for?
I don't know. The second half just feels like it went really fast. Nobody had any other questions for me?
I mean, those were the ones that were the best.
Cool. Just so sad it's over. Bye, guys.
Adam,
I'll miss you.
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm reading the board. Because I don't know what's on tap.
What's on tap and where can you find us?
So on tap right now, we have Crushed by the Fist of God, our smoked, not saying the R word, our smoked Belgian, not Belgian,
Nope.
our smoked,
Nope.
I don't want to go.
He's holding on. He's stalling.
Our smoked Ukrainian Imperial Stout, coming in at 11.5%. There's a little bit left on tap. Bottles are gone. So thank you everybody who wanted to try it and grab some when they were over. Then on tap number 3, we have Hair of the Hog, which is our Irish Red Ale for St. Patrick's Day coming up, coming in at 4.6%. And then we have Clouds Over California version 3, I guess.
Yeah.
Hazy IPA, 6.4. And then in the fermenters right now, we have another Clouds Over California because I wanted to switch the hops up right away before I forgot. And today we just brewed Dark Roots, which you can get at the Dark Roots Barbershop.
Great.
Probably in about a month.
Cool.
So,
Nice. So if you want to know what's going on with Adam down here in the Brew Lab, it's at @bash_brew on all social media. It's Facebook and Instagram. He's also on Untapped. And you can catch Adam at the Best Brunch Ever on May 14th. You get your tickets from... No, Chad! You can get your tickets through Fueled by Hops and also to the Brews and Bruises Festival on June 4th. You can still go through Fueled by Hops for that as well. Get your tickets. They're all still available here.
We have another one, too, and I'm looking it up. So
and while I talk about us, the boys, we are at Decaying WTB on all social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can send all of your questions, comments, and whatevs to our Gmail account, decayingwtb@gmail.com. Don't forget we're on Redbubble with all of our gear. You can get T-shirts, hoodies, clocks, mugs, hats, whatever you'd like to support us. And just don't forget, dad hats are always $19.52. And we're on YouTube. Take a second, check us out, hit the subscribe button. It does nothing for you, but everything for us. Helps us out a ton. So did you find that other one?
I did. It took me forever. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
We will also be participating in the Breweries in PA Homebrew Invitational. And first round of that is taking place here in Pittsburgh at Hop Farm Brewing again on July 16th.
Oh.
So come on out. For the general public, it's just a normal beer festival. Come and enjoy your tasting. But as far as our side of it for the invitational part, we will be taking a beer to get judged to move on to the finals to be claimed possibly best home brew in PA. So, but come on out and check it out. I already know what competition beer I'm doing, but I'm not letting you know yet.
Surprise.
And then we'll have something real fun on too for everybody to try. So, yeah, we got one in July.
Sounds like Street Fighter. You know,
it's a little bit, and the award is a belt. So
is it
it's
belt?
A cash prize and a title.
No way.
Title, yeah. So
Dude.
I'm excited, and the finals will be up in Mifflinburg at Rusty Rail.
You look like M. Bison a little bit.
I feel like E Honda. So thank you.
Seiko Dust.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. We got some other ones in the work I can't talk about yet.
Yeah.
And we're way out and ahead of this, but Brewing Up the Cure is coming back in 2022.
Oh, nice.
October 8th. Cool. We will be there. I think tickets are on sale now, so scoop them up. Yeah.
Wow.
But registration's not open for breweries, but we will definitely be there.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm going to jump on that as soon as possible.
Yeah, wonderful. And again, too, at @bash_brew, at Decaying WTB. Check us out, follow us, like us, subscribe to us, join our cults, drink our beers, listen to our podcast, watch our videos, join us, love us.
Celebrate celebrity birthdays.
Bah, 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 bah.
Just one this week.
Yeah.
Well, two. Not friend of the podcast, but awesome all-around guy from what I understand. Common R&B singer.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool dude. And then our late friend of the podcast, cult leader supreme, L. Ron Hubbard.
Praise Xenu.
The father of Scientology. He really just wrote a science fiction book, but people pay a lot of money to get through them levels.
Love you, Tom Cruise.
Boom. Love you, Tom Cruise. Love you, Xena Warrior Princess, I think.
So if you want to find what's going on, L. Ron Hubbard, do search him out on all social media.
At L. Ron Hubbard. At L. Ron the Egg. You think Xena? I think Xena the Warrior. That should have been in the AMA.
What?
What celebrity, fictional or non-fictional, do you think is in a cult?
Like
I'm just gonna cut this part out.
No, I need to answer this now. So you're asking me what fictional character I believe is in a cult?
Yeah, like I think Xena Warrior Princess is probably a Scientologist.
Yeah, I believe that, and I think David Carradine's character in Kung Fu is probably in some weird sex cult.
Well, that was
on the nose.
That hit a little close to real life for him, didn't it?
That's yeah.
Hanging on the corner.
So
passed out in the street.
Until next time.
And
Cheers.
I was just beating my meat.
Cheers. Cheers. Bye. Bye. I'll choke your nuts.